Hey guys, welcome back. It's FAQ number 19. I hope you like my new little intro I made. Let's go ahead and start with our questions. First one I get a lot that I'm kind of surprised that I get is people ask me, do I have to learn hiragana, katakana, and kanji? Can I just read Romaji and speak Japanese, read Japanese, and learn Japanese through Romaji? I'm definitely going to say no on this one. You've got to learn those. Not many things are really written in Romaji. I know a lot of your study books and first-time beginner Japanese books are a lot of stuff written in Romaji to try and help you to first learn to pronounce and understand Japanese words when you're just beginning to learn. But actually, things in Japan are almost never written in Romaji. Probably the only thing in Japan that really uses Romaji is road signs so that foreigners can read them quickly while they're driving. But other than that, you're not going to see Romaji in other places. Now when I say Romaji, I also mean hiragana, which is another name for it. You've got to learn your hiragana and katakana. Those are only 46 symbols each. Now kanji I know is a bit more of a challenge, but man, you at least got to know hiragana and katakana to be any sort of proficiency at Japanese. As you get deeper into your studies, you're going to find books are only written in katakana, hiragana, and kanji. They're not going to mess around with the Romaji anymore once you start to get to an intermediate level. So, do I have to learn hiragana, katakana, and kanji? Yes, please do if you're serious about learning Japanese. My next question is, can I stay with a host family when I come to Japan? Well, you don't just show up to Japan and expect someone to take you in. There are programs in which host families have volunteered for, and you can enter into those, but it's going to take a little research on your part as to find out where in your local area you can get connected with a host family. In my place in Osaka, we have what's called the International House of Osaka, and that'll actually have listings for people who wish to volunteer to do this. When you do stay with your family, please be on your best behavior. Please be very polite. And also realize, if you're interested in getting into the nightlife of Japan and a little bit of the crazy bar and club scene, maybe staying with a host family is not the best idea. You can't really be stumbling in at 5 a.m. a little hungover and drunk from a pretty crazy night of partying. You need to be very respectful when you stay with your family. They're going to expect you to respect all their rules for their house, and they will treat you just like they would treat a daughter or a son, pretty much. They're going to treat you the same way. They're going to give you the same respect. They're going to take very good care of you. They're going to make your meals, probably help you get up in the morning, help you prepare for your job, or if you're going to class, help you prepare for class. And they're going to give you some of the best treatment, but at the same time, they're going to expect you to follow the rules inside their house, and sometimes it can be a little bit strict, okay? So think about that when you're looking to hook up with a host family, and just research what is the connection in your town. It's going to be different no matter where you live. Sometimes people will just offer it at a job that you have. I've had friends have that happen. And other times you may have to go to something like International House of Osaka to find a listing board of families that are wishing to participate in homestay or host family stay. Okay? Alright, my next question is, can I have my pet in Japan or can I buy a pet in Japan? If you're looking to bring your pet over to Japan when you come to live here, I would highly suggest you do not do that. I would leave it with a friend or family or anyone you can rather than bring it over here. If you bring your pet over here, you're going to have to let it stay in quarantine for 6 weeks or longer, and during that time you do not get to see it, and it'll be in a kennel in which it can attract foreign diseases or viruses which it may not survive or get very sick from. So I would highly advise you not to bring a pet over here. More trouble than it's worth. Now if you want to buy a pet here, realize it's actually really expensive to buy a pet in Japan. And most of your dogs and cats are going to be on the smaller side because room is at a minimum here. Most of the dogs you would buy would be toy size or the very small size. You still can get large animals, but it would be a rarity to find a shop that deals in them. For the most part, you're going to have your toy poodles, your miniature Dachshunds, different things like that. and they're not going to be cheap. Probably the cheapest you could ever get a dog is about Hachimanen, which would be about $800, and they're going to go up as high as $2,000 to $3,000 just to buy a small little dog. Even cats, if you buy a cat, it's going to be about $500. I have yet to find any animal shelters that allow you to adopt free pets, so I wouldn't depend on that being in your area. I have one time seen a lady giving away kittens for free, but it's almost never see that. It's not like in America where you see ads in the newspaper all the time giving away free animals. So don't expect it's going to be easy to get a pet or cheap to buy a pet. And also, many apartments do not allow pets. You need to stay in special apartments that do allow them, and pets and tatami mat do not mix. So think about that if you really want to get a pet here. Okay, that's it for this Japan FAQ. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.